thy daughters, which the Lord...
They encamped around us, and we had no food. After we started to eat the grass, after all the grass was done, we started to eat the leather of our slippers. After that, we ended up going into cannibalism. Right? All that happened. All these cases happened.
When that happened?
In Masada. You had to look down. You had to look down. Go ahead.
Which the Lord thy God had given thee in the siege and in the straitness, wherewith thy enemies shall distress thee.
Go ahead.
So that 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate.
Your brother gonna be tender. You're not gonna look evil towards your brother, but guess what? We have your opinion because the so-called white man separated us from being a nation. Right? How you do that? One of the ways you do that, actually forget the so-called white man. It's all part of the curses. More or less. Right? It's all part of the curses. That we hate one another. Because your brother, I'm your brother, provided that you're Negro, Latino, or native descent. Provided that you're Israelite. I'm your brother. I'm gonna show you something. The so-called Chinese man, he comes to Trinidad. He comes today, tomorrow, please God, he's walking into our business. He's walking into our business. He has his business license. He has his VAT registration number. He has vehicles set up. He has his license firearm. He has everything set for him. You know why? Because his brother came down here before. And they set up an association. They call it the Chinese Association. And everything is met. The max is something. You ever went to a licensing office? You have a license? You ever see a Chinese man there? But the Chinese driving the own delivery vehicle. You understand? Everything is set up for them by their nation. Right? That's part of the diplomacy of some of these things that the white man set up. Right? But our people, the so-called white man through slavery, going back as far as there was this guy by the name of Willie Lynch. He was a slave master over there in Jamaica. Right? He went over to the Carolinas and he wrote a letter to them. When he went across to them, he went across and he visited them, right? He was a man.
I know this story, I mean.
Willie Lynch, right? You know, he wrote the letter. He said, well, he's going to compare the breaking of a slave.
Yeah,
the making of a slave to the breaking of a horse, right? So, yeah, you know it went down. So, you know, he set the dark skin against the light skin.
Yeah.
He said,
man, that horse.
Right. One man to two horses facing opposite directions. Saw him, feather him, light him on fire, but they do nothing in front of the whole camp. Yeah. He said to them, you're not focusing on this generation, but in the generation after. Because the women would tell the men or the boys, hey, see what they do to Jeff? The biggest, strongest nigga? They tear him apart. Now you will be next, go rebel. And they will uplift the women, the daughters. You understand? So that's what society is faced with today. That's subculture. Men, literally, is mama men. They get weak. Yeah. Right? They get weak. They put off that. They put off their strength. The strength when it's supposed to be the father, because what the so-called white man set up a system where the father is removed from the home, especially across there in America. We deal with America mainly, right? Because the prophecies, the main prophecy, the destruction, World War III is the destruction of America. That's about to happen. The Branham churches are teaching that. Yeah, they teach that destruction. Alright. I don't know the doctrine, so you can verify with me. I will learn something too. Alright? But they don't. I'm sure they don't teach you that the mark of the beast is the chip. The mark of the beast is the chip.
Well, there's more than the chip.
Why are you saying it's more than the chip?
But the mark of the beast is accepting false doctrine. And the mark of the beast, like the physical, could be the physical.
Here why that is wrong. Repeat what you just said.
The mark of the beast.
Right. Besides the chip. Besides the chip.
The natural is the chip thing in your hand.
Right.
But the spiritual part of it, accepting false doctrine, false teaching.
Right.
Spiritual of the mark.
Right. We'll deal with the mark. We'll cut that. Continue to read. I want you to read verse Deuteronomy chapter 28. Read verse 46 to me.
Verse 46.
What?
And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
Right? These curses shall be upon thee as for a sign upon thee and thy seed. Repeat it.
46.
Deuteronomy chapter 28
And
verse
it shall
46.
be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder and upon thy seed forever.
Upon thy seed forever, right? So from, if it's not upon your seed as a sign and a wonder forever, guess what? You should be able to identify with it because it's not going to pass, right? Not forever, there's a point in time, right? Verse 48.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
When they do research on slavery, it's only one group and one nation, one race of people ever had that yoke of iron upon the neck. The Negroes. Right? And that yoke even goes back to what the natives, because the natives, I don't have them books and the documents now.
Is it Judah?
Huh?
Is it Judah?
Not all. Yeah, all slaves was called Judah. All slaves was called Negroes. Right? But Judah is just the head tribe. The majority of Judah went to the Americas. Right? But Negro, when they watch the tariffs, right? The slave tariffs. One Negro buck for sale and so on and so forth. So generally a slave was just called a Negro. Right? And then when he get dropped in different lands, for example, if all of us left the west coast of Africa, right? I get dropped in Trinidad, somebody get dropped in Tobago, somebody get dropped in Barbados. Yeah. How come I become a Trinidadian, then become a Tobagonian, the next one become a Barbadian, and the next one become an African American? Guess what? Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb and a byword among all the nations, whether the Lord shall lead thee. So what, we became that proverb and a byword. All that was part of us losing our heritage. Right? We lose our heritage, so the white man say, hey, so what you see, you are where land and drop you off in. And then you see that generate, after that, you're gonna be what? That land. But Trinidad means La Trinity, 3 mountains. A matter of fact, before that, the natives, the Caribbean are actually supposed to La Irie, land of the hummingbirds. So what am I? Hummingbirds had sex and made me. 3 mountains had sex and made me. You see how it doesn't make sense?
Yeah.
Right, all that is the language. So when did you ever travel out to the country before?
Alright, yeah, you said this.
Right, so you see how that immigration form to sign?
Yeah.
On the immigration form, they ask you 2 questions. 2 separate questions. It would have been number 1, number 2, or number 3, number 4, 6, consecutively, however it was. What is your nationality? What is your citizenship? You are a citizen of Trinidad and Tobago. Your nationality, even familiar with the word, you would have picked up with African, but you are not African, you are Israelite. You understand? The Africans, who we should be calling the Africans, they were the sons of Ham. They were the Hittites, the Hivites, the Girgashites, so on and so forth. Right? But we who went into slavery as the curses have we know who we are because the curses pertain unto us. So really last verse. Really last verse. 68.
68. So verse, right. Yeah, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
The word Egypt is synonymous, according to Exodus 20 and 2, with the house of bondage, which means the house of slavery, right? We were slaves in Egypt. Right? Go ahead. For 400 years. Right? Go ahead.
With ships, by the way wherefore I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again, and yea ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen.
The word bondman, bondwoman means slave man and slave woman. Right?
And no man shall buy you.
Right, no man will be able to buy us because what? All our fellow brethren will be in slavery. Yeah. Right? Read verse 29 verse 1.
29.
29
and 1. These are the words of the covenant.
These are the words of the covenant. I spoke about that. If we had broke the covenant, these were the blessings and the curses that would have been given unto us. Go ahead.
Which the Lord commanded Moses to...
He commanded Moses to speak unto who?
To make with the children of Israel.
So who was the people who went through all these different blessings and curses? Or curses, not blessings. Oh, we blessed. We curse, we low. Right? All the other nations, according to one of the curses, all the other nations, heathen and are wrong about us. The word heathen, it just means a contemptible person or of the other nation. Right? It's not Israelite. So like the Chinese is not Israelite. Japanese is not Israelite. so-called white man, the East Indians, they are not Israelites, right? They are heathens, right? Now let's go to Revelation 13 and 16. Right, we're going to address our next point, our next
Revelation 13 and 16. And he caused it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand.
Right, so who caused that? Who caused that? So-called white man. Mark right now? Job 9 and 24. Job chapter 9 verse 24. Because there's a man that rules the world right now. One race of man that rules the world right now. That's so-called white man. Not the Antichrist. Yes, he's Antichrist ultimately. Because they worship the devil. They plainly worship the devil. Their spirit was given unto them to play the role of the devil. The word devil means deceiver. Alright? Job 9 and 24. Read because I think you're on time.
Job 9 and 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Who rule all the banks on the earth? Who have the satellites in space? Who have the International Space Station? The so-called white man. Where did they get their riches? The so-called, who we call the Illuminati? Right? They go back to the Bilderbergs, the Oppenheimers, the Rockefellers, the DuPonts, his families, his brothers, right? They came into the remembrance of knowing that they are the seed of Esau. Right? And they deceived the people with money. With money, right? How they became rich. The majority of the riches came from the slave trade. So they say through that traffic they increase. Yeah. Right? That traffic was what us. They traffic us as slaves. Right? Because when they go into deep study of slavery, the so-called white man that bought us, the Spanish and all these other people that bought us from the West Coast of Africa and whatnot. Right? They traded us with white Jewish traders, slave traders, Jewish, Ashkenazi, these white people that in the land calling themselves Jews now, they bought us. That's how they bought and sold. Right? The earth is given into the hand of the people. Right? They come out with the faces of the churches thereof. Who is the main judge? Who we call Yahweh Shai? That's our God. His name is not Jesus Christ. Jesus, when they read, he had one parent named the type. Named title on the cross. He said, "Here leg kings of the Jews." And it's written what? Hebrew, Latin and Greek. The Romans were in power. The Greco-Romans were in power. Right? So they spoke what? Latin and Greek. English language has roots in Latin and Greek. Right? Each word goes back to a Latin or Greek word in English, right? The main judge in cover was him because according to the Bible, Revelation chapter 1, it describes our Savior to be a dark skinned man with white woolly hair. The hairs, when they say the hairs on his head, it means his beard is white.
That's in Revelation chapter 1.
Yeah, Revelation chapter 1, verse 13 and 15, and Daniel chapter 10, verse 5 to 6. This description of the Savior. That is what?
Jesus Christ is the one?
Yeah. You want to read it? You want to go over it for you?
Yeah, it's alright.
You can check it out. You can check it out. Say what?
I've been honest complexion and
right, these two scriptures here, Daniel and Revelation, take note of it before you go. Right? They give you the description of our Lord and Savior. His name is Yahweh Shai, and his father's name is Yahweh Shai. And his father's name is Yahweh. We will get into that also. Right? Go back to Revelation. We will get into that also. Right? Oh yeah.
And he caused it.
Right, go ahead.
And he caused it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads.
Right, because it was small and great, free and poor, rich and bond, to receive a mark in the right hand and in the forehead. Now, let me hear your philosophy.
Right. So that mark in the hand and the forehead, yes, it have a physical. It have a physical mark. That was spiritual mark. That was it. So the thing in the chip in the hand could be the thing. And there's nobody's forehead. Recently they was telling us that they have some new thing that the best spot to put wherever it is for some technology, wherever it is in the forehead or it's in your hand. Right? That's the natural part. But then spiritual part is in your head is accepting a false teaching, a false doctrine, accepting the mark of the beast. And the shaking of the hand is a symbol of accepting the death. Right now.
Right.
But yes, we believe that. Interesting.
From here, you have 104. Right? So let me hear what the Bible has to say about language. This is the Apocrypha. These are the 13 books that the Catholics take out to hide from. Right? Because these books the conclusion is realization that you are Hebrew Israelite.
Right, so bro. Yo, these are these. Wherefore, let me entreat you to read it with favor and attention, and to pardon us, wherein we may seem to come short of some words, which we have labored to interpret. For the same things uttered in Hebrew and translated into another tongue have not the same force in them, and not only these things, but the law itself, and the prophets, and the rest of the books have no small difference.
You understand that? So you can never get the true meaning of the word mark from the English. Right?
I agree with that.
So the word mark in Hebrew, sure. I can tell you, but I'm going to show you. The word mark in the Hebrew, like Bible says, let's see if you have the mark. It's charagma, right? A stamp, an imprinted mark, a mark stamp in the forehead or in the right hand, right? The mark branded upon a horse, the thing carved or sculptured or graved. This is the concordance, right? You know, familiar with the concordance, right? So we're going into the meanings.
Is that King James concordance?
Yes, that's King James concordance, right? So we're going in a little deeper. We're going into the root word, the etymology. The word mark means the word carax. Charagma comes from carax, which means the word to pale or to stake. A palisade, a rampart, pales between the earth, stones, trees, timbers heap packed together, right? From carazo, right? Which through the idea of what scratching by implication of palisade or rampart, which means I don't have it on this side. I don't have it on this side. That one next time, but that time I'm kind of big uncomfortable. Come on, someone do it right now. Right? And in order to get the chip, it means that you have to pierce your skin with a needle. Pale palisade, pierce, rampart means to stick. Read Revelation, forget the channel, Revelation chapter 3 verse 10. Right? Revelation chapter 3 verse 10.
Revelation 3 and 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all.
Hold up, listen. Because thou hast kept thy what?
Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation.
Right. Right. So we'll go back here. Right. Revelation chapter 3 verse 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour. Hour means appointed time or season again of temptation. So we're going into that word, right? Temptation is 3:9:8:6. Temptation, P-Rasmus, an experiment, a trial, proven, a trial made of you by bodily condition, since the conditions serve as a test. The love of the Galatians towards Paul, that's just an example. The trial of a man's fidelity, integrity, virtue, or consistency, right? Temptation. Right, we go down to the end. I'm going into the root word, which would have been G3984, the root word. What? To try whether a thing can be done, to attempt to endeavor, to try to test to make. P-razzo, right? So we're going into a different word. So we're going to go deeper again. I've already done it, so I'm just going forward into it again, right? Pira, which is the root word of pirazo, a trial and experiment, an attempt to attempt a thing. What are they going to be attempting? They're going to be attempting to pass that mark.